If you've been a fan of this channel for more than 2 seconds, you know from time to time we like putting a jelly bean or two on the outcome of a sporting event, right? So the Vikings, off their Monday Night Football shellacking by the Eagles, whatever, going up and hosting the low energy Detroit Lions, who are not low energy anymore. Respect to Dan Campbell and company. They had a home win against the Commies, and the Vikings are opening as 6-point favorites. And shut up and take my money. This is from CBS Sports. Pete Prisco with the write-up. So the Lions opening up as 6-point underdogs coming to US Bank Stadium, plus 205 on the money line. So for the non-degens, again, entertainment purposes only. Money line is if you bet $100. So if you bet $100 on the Lions to win, and they do win, you get paid $205 back on your $100 bet, etc. But the Vikings as 6-point favorites. Here's what Pete wrote: the Vikings were awful. Thanks. In losing to the Eagles on Monday night, the plan was bad on both sides of the ball, but they will get back on track here. The Lions have played well so far this season, especially on offense, but this is their first road game. The Minnesota offense will play well since it's not a Monday night game. Which happened to cripple Kirk Cousins. Except for, hey, people ignore that he's won 2 out of his last 3, won 2 straight against the Bears, whatever. The Vikings take it. His pick is Vikings 31, Lions 23. Now, if you were planning on wagering on the Vikings and then going with the point spread, I actually think that spread is going to go down. So I think the Vikings are going to get a better and better price as week goes along, and there's a couple reasons why. Number one, the Lions are extremely likable. Dan Campbell is a quote machine. I mean, his post-game stuff with Dan Skipper, the journeyman offensive lineman, first career starts coming up off the practice squad, did well against the Commies, as well as, of course, Hard Knocks. Yes. So that certainly does sway public opinion. And betting lines aren't necessarily exactly what the odds makers think the game is going to be. Like maybe the odds makers truly think that the Vikings are, I don't know, 4.5-point favorites, whatever. Adding in that 3 points for home field advantage. You know, the Vikings at a neutral site would be 1.5-point favorites over the Lions, but they put it at 6 because they're trying to get that fabled equal money on both sides, and then they just collect the juice. So in actuality, it's more of a calibration of what the public thinks the line. It's like a big game of Laden thinks, man. So you look at like national teams, you look at the Packers, you look at, I don't know, Notre Dame, you look at the Yankees, all of those teams are going to have sort of an inflated and warped betting line because all of the money, all their jabroni fans, I mean, they're just going to take the points or they're going to take whatever. So that is going to shift the line a little bit. And with the Lions being likable, I do think that a lot of money is going to come in on Detroit as they see, hey, you know, the Lions, they barely lost at home week 1 against the Eagles, even though it was more of a comeback win, backdoor cover, whatever. And then they saw, leading in number 2, the Eagles just completely shellacking the Vikings on Monday Night Football. Plus, don't underestimate, that was a national, well, sort of a standalone game, you know, doubleheader, whatever. But that is certainly going to be an overreaction. So it'll be like ipso facto, A equals B equals C, so C equals A. One of those spots where, hey, the Lions barely lost the Eagles week 1. Hey, the Vikings got shellacked by the Eagles week 2. So therefore, beep, bop, 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 boop, the Vikings must be worse than the Lions. So that's the circular logic that's going to go on. So I do think that a lot of money is going to come in on Detroit, and I think that that's going to shrink that line more and more. And number 3, division games are always tough because it's tough to beat. It's tough to play a team twice a year because you get very familiar with each other, even with regime changes, etc. But people always like points in division, especially when it's over a field goal. So I think that sharp money will start to pile in on Detroit, and that is going to move that line. So the Vikings, right now, they're favored by 6. I think by kickoff, that could shrink to 3.5, maybe even 3. So if you want to put a jelly bean or two on the Vikings, I would wait until kickoff. So I think that the money line will get better and better. I think that spread will get better and better as we draw closer to kickoff, especially if Harrison Smith, knock on all the wood, hopefully he plays. But if he misses, you know, that's a big-time name that could swing things a little bit as well. So, again, if you're going to go in on the Vikes, just wait a second because you may get a little bit of a better price as we get closer to kickoff at noon on Sunday. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings open up as 6-point favorites over the Lions. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.